Hey everyone, welcome back. It's your girl Nikki. And as you guys know, you are tuned into For Grown Women Only. I'm your host, and on this show, we talk about love, life lessons, and leveling up, leveling up, leveling up. So it's so good to see you guys. It is so awesome to see you guys. And I'm sitting here, it's kind of raining outside. I got my wine. Y'all know how I do it. But I want to talk about silence, right? How silence is so golden. The reason I want to talk about this is because I realize that the older I get, everything does not deserve a response. A lot of times we as women waste our energy by explaining, over communicating, excessive talking, hoping that the person that we are trying to get to understand us will somehow come around if we effectively communicate. And I want to tell you that oftentimes that is never the case. It just isn't. I think people are very stubborn, and often they already have a preset notion about who you are, what you're trying to accomplish, how you show up in the world, and just how you do your thing. They already have a preset notion. And even if that preset notion is incorrect, we still feel like we have a need to defend ourselves when that is never the case. What I tell people all the time is that some things are just not worth an argument, because the only person that gets frustrated and worked up and angry 9 out of 10 is you. So the reason I believe that silence is golden is because a lot of times when you are silent, that is also a form of communication. And that communication gives you time to reevaluate how you're feeling, but also give the other person time to adjust or think their own thoughts, right? It's kind of like if you're silent about a topic and you stop trying to defend yourself, which is contrary to what popular belief or what is popularly done, especially with the dynamics of men and women. It's kind of like saying, I don't care, like think what you want. And that in itself is liberating. So one of the reasons I think that silence is golden is because sometimes a pause, especially when you're offended, allows everyone to take a step back and really think. If you are being offended by someone, try it. If you are in a situation, whether it be a coworker or a friend or maybe some just daily interaction, and you find yourself being offended by someone, just pause. Just be like, And the reason pausing has such an awesome effect is because people don't expect you to pause. They don't. And it kind of like throws everything back a bit. It's kind of like sprinting and then just stopping, right? It's a reaction that's not being expected by the other person. So it gives them a chance to jump back and evaluate and be like, hey, like what's going on? I'm evaluating this. It doesn't feel right. Maybe I need to check my own behavior. The second thing is that when you are silent, there is a thing called quiet strength, right? And when I say quiet strength, you are not over explaining. You are not trying to put people on your side. It's like you are almost stoic and you stand in your belief. And that alone is powerful, because what you're saying is, even if you don't believe me or you don't agree with me, I still feel the same way and my actions will not be swayed by you. That is such a powerful stance, and that can be communicated by silence. The third thing is, sometimes when you are silent, it allows you to dismiss yourself. So what typically happens in relationships that are going really bad is people start to check out. And because I'm a woman, I can talk about a woman's point of view. When a woman starts to check out, she doesn't argue as much. She doesn't have much to say. She kind of withdraws into herself. She has already pretty much made up her mind what she's going to do. She's kind of just stacking her chips and going along with the flow. And that is giving her a chance to dismiss herself. She's already made a decision. And when you dismiss yourself, it's like saying, I'm here in your presence, but I'm mentally or making moves to physically be gone. The fourth thing is, when you're silent, you can still be busy. Do you know that the most work that people get done is when they operate in silence? Be busy. Keep people at a distance. Be busy with your own life. Be busy with creating. Be busy with being who you are as a person. Be busy with how you elevate, how you show up in the world. Be busy. The next thing is, if you are silent and you are dealing with a man, you can let him talk and let him lead. Sometimes when we as women are over communicating or trying to stress our point, men automatically shut down because men are not really in touch with their feelings the way a woman is. So because he's not in touch with his feelings, he does not feel the need to communicate. But what he does understand is action, right? And in his actions, you can see whether or not he's trying to lead. So sometimes, ladies, when you are silent, it gives him a chance to show you action and allow him to lead. And the next thing is when you are silent, it allows you to gain control of your emotions. I say this all the time. What angers you is what rules you. If you are angered by something, that thing rules you. But once you're no longer angered by it, it has no effect. So sometimes, ladies, you need to go back in silence, get those emotions together. Don't say anything, because it's like when you start talking, you open up your hand. You're displaying your game, your hand in the game. And sometimes when you are silent, it allows you to control your emotions and strategize. So ladies, the reason that silence is so golden is when you are offended, you can pause. When you are silent, you exhibit quiet strength. You also dismiss yourself. You can be busy. You can also let him talk and let him lead and control your emotions. So I hope this helps. If you hear any noise in the background, that's my dogs being crazy. But you guys have an awesome day. Bye.